This one graph right here is all you need to know to be bullish on Ethereum and PulseChain. This undiscovered opportunity, it's something that a lot of people are just overlooking. If you're a normie, if you're new to crypto, this graph right here is what I'm talking about. Let's zoom in. I'm pretty sure everybody watching can agree that this trend is going up. But what is this trend? This trend is companies buying Ethereum for their strategic reserve. They're adding it as an asset to their balance sheet because they think it's a good business move to hold a bunch of ETH. Now, it's not even controversial that Ethereum is a good buy right now. It's probably going to $10,000 or beyond. And every company is hopping on this bandwagon. And I'm going to tell you this undiscovered cryptocurrency. It happens to be number 5 here. The PulseChain Sacrifice wallet that holds the 5th highest number of Ethereum when it comes to all the different companies that are holding Ethereum for part of their strategic reserve. You're going to see SharpLink Gaming. You're going to see BitMine in the news a lot, the Ethereum Foundation. Ethereum just had its 10-year birthday. And you probably missed out on Ethereum back when it was 30 cents. Right now, it's $3,800. But what if you could take a time machine and do that over again? What if you could be there for those low Ethereum prices? That's what PulseChain is. And the PulseChain Sacrifice wallet is betting on Ethereum to probably double or triple from here. And then read between the lines. What might they do with that Ethereum to pump their own coin like they've been seen doing in the past? Now, why this is such a big deal is because everybody is clearly following this trend. And stick with me for a minute because I'm going to show you what could happen for PulseChain. We could see our very own PulseChain treasury companies if a company is willing to take the risk, because they'd probably get a lot of free publicity from the PulseChain community, fanatic diehard community. And there's a way they could do this, which I'll expose at the end of the video. But look, number 5, with over $500 million of Ethereum. This is serious money. For an ecosystem with maybe $10 million of buy-side liquidity, even a small injection, a small fraction of this money coming in would pump the ecosystem sky high. That's why I'm so bullish on it. I'm telling you about it. If you're new to crypto, congratulations for discovering this hidden gem. Because while the play for a lot of the mainstream crypto guys has moved from Bitcoin to ETH, okay, they're over Bitcoin. They realize ETH is the digital oil. It's more useful. All of the stable coins are launching on Bitcoin. All of the treasury companies are now choosing Bitcoin because it's got more price potential. But everyone's sleeping on the fact that this one undiscovered gem right here, this whole ecosystem, is the next wave. It's clearly obvious to me. And this line just going up and to the right means global mass adoption of Ethereum is coming. And when that happens, the spillover to alternative horizontal scaling Ethereum clones, we call them EVMs, that money is going to spill into basically additional railroads. And that's what PulseChain is. Now let's take a look at what the founder said. The founder of PulseChain, he just updated the website, it looks like. Some really awesome updates to PulseChain.com. Check out PulseChain.com. But this is what I want to highlight. So the founder, this is the real alpha here, okay, for PulseChain. If you're new to crypto, if you don't understand what PulseChain is, a lot of people wrote off the founder as a scammer. They thought he went away forever. They thought he was going to jail. They said a whole bunch of things because people just talk out of their ass. They don't know what they're talking about. The founder's probably going to come back, and he's been on Twitter this entire time, this entire bear market. But check out this tweet. So he says, crypto, what are you going to do when the mass marketing starts ripping people's faces off? People are about to hear about PulseChain hacks and PulseX and pumped out tires directly before they hear about everything else. They're going to hold something in their hands that works great and is impressive, something that they're not going to throw away. So here we have the founder alluding to a mass marketing direct mail campaign. I'm fairly certain that everyone's going to be surprised. And that's all I'll say about that for now. He then goes on to say Hex did a 10,000x in price the first time while being murdered by deca millions of dollars of ETH gas fees. This is true. There were $30 million of Ethereum gas fees paid to go buy Hex back on the Ethereum network in 2021 when the gas fees were crazy high, and they still are crazy high. And that's why PulseChain was invented, to make the gas fees lower, to split the load. When Ethereum becomes a victim of its own success and it overflows, you see people choose alternative layer ones, and then PulseChain is right there being brand new, low liquidity, very pumpable. And now you've got the founder just mega bull-tard posting. So we've got PulseX, Hex, pumped out tires all reinforce each other. He said there's coin burning everywhere you look, and this is true. You know, meme coin trading on pumped out tires burned PLS. Any coin traded on PulseX burned PLSX token. Hex is liquidity bonded to both. Every time you stake your Hex, you're burning your Hex coins by taking them out of supply to earn APY in the future, monetizing time. It's amazing. He says dry powder ready to explode. The weak hands are shaken out violently. Amazing designs and reliability, and with years of track record. Yes, these things have never been hacked in 5 years. So he's pointing out all the amazing things about it. Seems like the founder has never been more bullish about his own tokens. This is exactly what you want to see in a crypto project. You want to see the founder standing behind it. Unlike every other founder, you know, Cardano, you got Charles Hoskinson going on random side quests, like hunting at the bottom of the ocean or something. Let me ask you guys a question. Who is the founder of Solana? Who is the founder of Sui? You probably don't really know about them because they're a bunch of VC insiders that hide behind a foundation that just use retail as permanent exit liquidity, permanent sell pressure. And this is also the playbook for a lot of these layer twos. I'm not even going to name the names because they're just not even worth mentioning. So the founder, Richard Hart, controversial founder that everybody thought was a scammer who never left. He ends with saying the match is nearly struck. Be ready for greatness, and haters, you might as well get your memes ready because you're going to get very butthurt. Then he's got some image of a monkey fucking a yeti, I guess. He's a weird guy, but that's Richard Hart for you. He believes in his project more than anybody else, which is what you want to see. And he's strategically aligned with the Ethereum price going up. He often says he cares more about the Ethereum price than anybody else. So I think we're going to see some fireworks after Ethereum pumps, and even during, as we've already seen, because with this new bullish sentiment, look at the prices just today. This is beautiful. 15% up on Pulse, 19% up on Hex, 18% up on PulseX. INC is up 15%. You need to start paying attention before it's too late. You need to start paying attention, especially if you're new to crypto or if you're messing around on some pumped out fun crap, you keep losing money. Check out this real cryptocurrency ecosystem with actual substance, real products, decentralized. Stop getting your attention farmed by all the cabals over on Solana. Look at the 7-day performance. Pulse is up 37%, Hex is up 80%, PulseX is up 46%, INC is up 33%. These are my favorite coins. I've got a position in all these. I've been talking about them for 5 years now. And just to end with this thought, it does seem like the trend of crypto is treasury companies right now. They all get the news, they get the headlines. A lot of people talk about BitMine in the news or SharpLink Gaming. I mean, this is a gaming company that honestly it would be irrelevant if they didn't invest in Ethereum. But now because they're pumping everybody's bags, everybody loves them. Just like Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy. But with this exchange, this is a PulseChain exchange where you can link your bank account and you can actually link your business accounts to this exchange. We could see the world's very first PulseChain strategic reserve company. So you as an individual, you can make an account here. This is not just for businesses. Anybody can make an account here if you want to buy Pulse or PulseX or Hex or a lot of different coins. You can just buy them by starting here. You link your bank account. You can even use Zelle. You can even use wire transfers. You're only limited by the amount of limits at your bank. So businesses can register their EIN number here. And my link is in the description below, gamepulsechain.com. It's invite links to give you lower fees and free tokens. But wouldn't it be cool if we start seeing some news later on in the bull market about PulseChain's very own strategic reserve company? Just a thought. Just going to throw that out there. Also, charities, nonprofit organizations, you can also apply for an account here. It doesn't matter. A trust fund. A lot of rich people out there might have trust companies for a bunch of trusts. This is your home to convert dollars to crypto. And then if you want to sell, you can also sell through here too and go back to dollars in your bank account. Amazing platform. Just one of the secret weapons that I foresee eventually somebody making a PulseChain strategic reserve company. Kind of like we had the Hex investment trusts. Right? People don't even know about this, but this is an ETN, exchange traded note backed by Hex that was created in the last bull cycle. And who knows, we could see this randomly revive itself later on in the bull market as well. Just a few things that I don't think anybody's talking about or that haven't been talked about for like 3 or 4 years now. Accredited investors can sign up and put money into this trust, which basically buys Hex and locks it for maximum length 15 years. All it does is take Hex and buy it and issues a tradable version of Hex on the traditional stock market. It's not quite an ETF, but it's called an ETN. And so people don't even realize that Hex has all the infrastructure to basically follow what people are already doing with the Bitcoin ETFs, the Ethereum ETFs, the Ethereum strategic reserves. We've got all that on PulseChain. So it's a ticking time bomb. Educate yourself now before it's too late. And if you're brand new to crypto, if you want the confidence to do it the right way, how to buy, how to sell, how to have the right mentality, how to not lose all your money, get scammed, could save you tons of hours of time and thousands of dollars in mistakes. It's everything I've learned in 10 years of crypto. Get that course if you're brand new. I made it for you. hexpassiveincome.com. Linked below. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. What do you think about the future possibility of a PulseChain treasury company? And what do you think about the fact that as far as Ethereum strategic reserve companies, PulseChain is not a company, but it is the 5th highest on this list. Let's not forget. So pay attention. The numbers are green and you are still early. See you guys on the next one.